At just 15, Max Dowman is already making waves at Arsenal, emerging as the latest star from the iconic Hale End academy. While the club has long been celebrated for producing talents like Bukayo Saka, Ethan Nwaneri and Miles Lewis-Skelly, Dowman is fast proving he belongs in that elite lineage. In an era dominated by headline-grabbing transfers, this young midfielder reminds everyone that Arsenal's future still shines brightest from within. Last season alone, Dowman netted 19 goals and provided 5 assists in just 23 appearances, averaging a goal contribution every 81 minutes, a staggering feat for someone so young. His performances have not only impressed at the U18 level, but have also earned him appearances with the U21s, showcasing a maturity and skill set beyond his years. Under Mikel Arteta's watchful eye, Dowman has already joined the first-team squad on pre-season tours and made his debut in friendlies, leaving seasoned Premier League players scrambling to keep up. From breaking records as Arsenal's youngest starter in the League Cup to earning praise on the European stage, Dowman embodies the club's philosophy: technical, intelligent, and fearless. For fans worldwide, one thing is clear: Hale End's newest gem could be the next big name to carry the Arsenal legacy forward. Max Dowman's rise at Arsenal is more than just impressive statistics. It's a story of talent, determination, and timing converging perfectly. What makes him stand out is not only his goal-scoring ability, but also his intelligence on the pitch. At 15, most players are still finding their rhythm in youth leagues, yet Dowman navigates tight spaces, anticipates opposition moves, and orchestrates play with a maturity that belies his age. His versatility in midfield allows him to influence both defensive transitions and attacking build-ups, making him a player who can change the course of a game almost single-handedly. Last season's numbers were nothing short of extraordinary. 19 goals and 5 assists in 23 games for a midfielder at youth level already signals a prodigious talent, but it's the context that amplifies the achievement. Many of his peers would struggle to adjust when stepping up from U18 to U21 football, yet Dowman did so with ease, often outperforming players several years older. His ability to adapt quickly to higher levels of competition has earned him the trust of Mikel Arteta, who sees in him the same hunger and tactical intelligence that characterized Bukayo Saka's meteoric rise. Dowman's first-team experiences have only accelerated his development. Making a debut in friendlies against Newcastle United, he quickly grabbed attention with his composure, ball control, and fearless decision-making. Comments from experts like Ben Mattinson highlighted how even experienced Premier League players found themselves unsettled by this young talent. Soon after, Dowman stepped onto the pitch in competitive matches, setting records as the youngest Arsenal starter in the League Cup and impressing on the European stage in the Champions League. Beyond individual accolades, Dowman represents a renewed belief in Arsenal's academy philosophy. Hale End has long been a crucible for nurturing technical skill, tactical awareness, and adaptability, and Dowman is the living proof that this approach continues to yield exceptional results. Observers note his game intelligence and spatial awareness, traits that often take years to develop, yet he executes them effortlessly. Every touch, pass, and run reflects a player who not only understands the mechanics of football, but also the psychology of the game, how to exploit weaknesses, create opportunities, and maintain composure under pressure. What makes his journey particularly compelling is the way he blends raw talent with a grounded mentality. Unlike many prodigies who struggle with expectations, Dowman exhibits a calm confidence, rarely forcing plays and often making decisions that maximize team performance. This blend of skill, vision, and temperament suggests that he is not just a promising youngster, but a player capable of becoming a cornerstone of Arsenal's first team in the coming years. His performances hint at a player who could eventually influence the Premier League in the same way Saka has, combining flair with consistency and flair with an almost uncanny footballing intelligence. In essence, Dowman's emergence is a case study in the importance of nurturing young talent within a structured environment. The Hale End system has given him the tools to thrive: high-quality coaching, exposure to competitive matches, and a pathway to senior football that is both challenging and supportive. His success underlines the value of patience and strategic development in youth football, showing that with the right guidance, natural ability can transform into world-class potential. For Arsenal fans, watching Dowman is not just witnessing a teenager scoring goals, it's seeing the next generation of the club's identity being forged in real time. While Max Dowman may be the most talked about talent from Hale End right now, Arsenal's youth academy continues to produce a constellation of promising players who could shape the club's future. Take, for example, Ife Ibrahim, a 17-year-old midfielder whose physical presence and versatility have drawn comparisons to Patrick Vieira. Standing tall and commanding on the pitch, Ibrahim combines strength with surprisingly delicate ball control, capable of playing multiple positions from defensive midfield to right-back and even centre-back. His ability to switch roles seamlessly reflects the modern footballer Arsenal aims to develop: adaptable, technically skilled, and tactically astute. Similarly, Andre Harriman Anous has begun making his mark in the senior squad, signalling that the pipeline from Hale End to first-team football remains strong. What sets these young players apart is not just talent, but the holistic development approach Arsenal employs. Beyond technical skills, emphasis is placed on football intelligence, decision-making under pressure, and mental resilience. This is evident in the way Dowman and his peers handle senior-level challenges, remaining composed when facing older, more experienced opponents, and making game-changing contributions without hesitation. Dowman's journey, juxtaposed with these emerging talents, illustrates a broader narrative about Arsenal's commitment to youth integration. The club isn't merely producing players, it's cultivating leaders who understand the identity of Arsenal football. Fast, intelligent and possession-based, yet flexible enough to adapt to the tactical demands of the modern game. Arteta's trust in these young athletes underscores a philosophy that blends patience with opportunity, giving players room to grow while exposing them to the rigours of top-flight football. What's remarkable about this new wave of talent is the blend of creativity and pragmatism. Dowman may dazzle with goals and assists, but his teammates, like Ibrahim, bring balance, physicality, and a strategic mindset that complements the offensive flair. This synergy creates a dynamic squad where youth does not mean inexperience, and raw talent is always paired with strategic intelligence. Observers have noted that this generation carries both the technical finesse of Saka's era and a renewed tactical awareness, making them particularly well-equipped for both domestic and European competitions. Moreover, Arsenal's academy success is not confined to individual brilliance. It's about fostering a culture of collective growth. Players like Dowman, Ibrahim, and Harriman Anous are encouraged to challenge one another, pushing the boundaries of their abilities while internalizing the club's ethos. Friendly matches, youth competitions, and first-team training sessions all serve as stages for these players to test themselves, and the results have been astonishing. Even at such young ages, they demonstrate leadership, resilience, and an instinct for reading the game that many seasoned professionals would envy. Ultimately, this depth of talent provides Arsenal with not only immediate options, but also long-term security. Dowman may be the headline grabber today, but the academy's broader output ensures the club can sustain its philosophy and compete at the highest level without over-reliance on external signings. The combination of technical skill, mental fortitude, and tactical intelligence is creating a generation of players who could define Arsenal for years to come. For fans, it's an exhilarating time. The excitement of watching a teenage prodigy rise is amplified by the knowledge that the club's future is filled with equally promising stars waiting in the wings. This synergy between Dowman and his contemporaries demonstrates that Arsenal's commitment to youth development is not just a slogan, it's a strategy with tangible results. The academy continues to refine talents who can perform under pressure, adapt to different roles, and embody the club's distinctive style. As these players transition to the senior squad, the impact is clear. A team that is energetic, intelligent, and imbued with the spirit of Hale End, ready to challenge the Premier League and European football with a unique blend of youth, skill, and ambition. Max Dowman's emergence at Arsenal is more than just the rise of a talented teenager. It's a testament to the enduring strength of Hale End, and the club's commitment to nurturing homegrown stars. At just 15, he has already broken records, impressed seasoned professionals, and shown glimpses of a footballing intelligence rare for his age. But Dowman is not an isolated phenomenon. Alongside players like Ife Ibrahim and Andre Harriman-Anous, he represents a new generation ready to carry Arsenal's philosophy forward with creativity, versatility, and fearless ambition. What makes this moment particularly exciting for fans is the perfect blend of promise and surprise. Dowman's flair on the ball, combined with his composure in high-pressure situations, hints at a future star capable of shaping matches at the highest level. Meanwhile, the broader cohort of Hale End talents ensures that Arsenal's foundation remains strong, with a steady stream of technically skilled, tactically aware, and mentally resilient players ready to make the leap. For supporters worldwide, watching Dowman and his peers is a reminder of what makes Arsenal unique, a club that invests in its youth, values intelligent football, and consistently finds ways to surprise and delight. The future looks bright, and if the trajectory continues, Max Dowman may well be remembered as the next jewel in Arsenal's illustrious crown, a player who not only dazzled on the pitch, but also embodied the spirit and ambition of a club built on talent, vision, and heart.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy.